Bern here is a very unusual individual. He is a psychopath with feelings.
I'm having a feeling now, Frank!
Are you, Bern? What feeling are you having now?
Surprise!
What are you surprised about?
Surprised I'm having a feeling, Frank!
Bern is a convicted criminal. He's currently serving a 40-year sentence for multiple manslaughter.
I've had a bad day!
You had a lot of bad days.
I'll get carried away, Frank!
He's allowed out when he's with me, because we're doing a careers advice tour of schools, community centres and youth clubs, where Bern here informs the young people such as yourselves of some of the opportunities available to them should they, like he, choose a career inside. And now, Bern, tell the young assembled folk what you've been doing to fill your time inside those four walls.
I masturbate frequently!
Can you stick to the programme?
Singing lessons?
When do you have singing lessons?
4 hours every Thursday for 4 years, until at 4 p.m. on the 4th of March 1998. My music teacher had a horrible accident.
That's correct.
She was a frustrated woman, Frank.
She was.
I arrived to find that she decapitated herself with the lid of the piano.
No, to be fair to yourself, Bern, she had just had Cutter Crane, the notorious headhunter from Horndon, for the previous lesson.
Cutter Crane was a beautiful and misunderstood individual, Frank.
No, Bern. Cutter Crane is a ruthless killer.
Cutter Crane exemplified the individual struggle to cross cultural and class boundaries, as demonstrated in Karl Marx's theory of social stratification.
Having been forced to give up singing lessons, Bern took up sociology. That's very good, Bern. Have you got a test on Monday? Also, and now, tell the people what else you've been doing to stimulate your mind.
Ballet!
Who got you interested in ballet?
Darcy Bustle!
As part of an arts awareness campaign, Darcy was kind enough to come to the prison. Tell them what happened, Bern, when you met Darcy through the glassy.
I stepped up to the glass, Frank. I unzipped my trousers and I pressed my hot, throbbing member.
All we want to know is what you said to her.
I said, "Here, Darcy, show us an arabesque."
And what did she do? That's beautiful, Bern.
It's Darcy, Frank.
Watch this. Attitude. Bern and I.
Who's that?
I've no idea. Bern and I have developed a ballet of our own. It's quiet up there. Bloody schools. It's based on Swan Lake. And we've called it Swan Vesta.
I will be Darcy Bustle.
And I shall be one of the chorus girls to tippy-toed at the back. My swan, in all her beauty.
Got a snout?
What a snout! Honestly, I tell you, how can we help protect endangered species when they do not help themselves? Here you go, me old China. But don't come running to me in 10 years' time. Did you sort this out with the management?
No.
I forgot it all. Whoever is hosting this careers advice workshop, can you smoke a fag and put it out somewhere? Thank you. I'm not authorised to give that. Just dance around a bit, mate, we'll be fine. Swan Vesta, thanks very much. Bern was chucked out of his needlework classes after he tried to crochet himself a tunnel between his prison cell and the outside world. He was then faced with a choice between Latin and classics. He chose classics, but he was chucked out of that after the story of Icarus, that you may well know, inspired him to gather together all the pigeon feathers from the prison yard and build himself a huge pair of wings with which to escape. What did he use, Bern?
Earwax!
Using his own earwax, he stuck all the feathers together. And one night, he took to the sky from his cell window. What happened, Bern?
They shot me down!
Using a giant water cannon filled with eardrops. It worked. They shot Bern down. And now, all he's left with is poetry. And he's going to recite a poem for you now. Bern, tell the ladies and gentlemen about your poem.
My poem is based on a W.H. Auden classic.
And is about
It is about
our late brother
Tony.
Sydney, who's dead.
Lock up the sluts.
Cut off the telephone.
So that dog I bonked in barking
Cannot call me up and moan.
spray paint all the pigeons black.
Dip the dogs in tar.
Dye the barmaid's pubic hair.
He shagged her in my car.
Print it in the Sunday Sport.
The front page of the Sun.
Switch off the midweek lottery.
Some other buggers won.
Of course, it's not easy being inside. Solitary can drive you mad. I began thinking that Julie Andrews was sending me coded messages for the lyrics of her songs. I spent 5 years working on anagrams of supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Also, I worked out at the end. The message read, relax, to escape, kill Placido, use ragu. She's off her head, that Julie Andrews.
Bern's been held up for this kind of crime before, hasn't she, Bern?
I have.
Tell him what happened.
It was a crime of passion.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought he was a 60-year-old bus conductor.
Oh, I was a conduit.
You did a terrible thing, Bern, but I wouldn't go that far.
No, you don't understand, Frank. I was like a funnel. All the anger of all them people in the bus queue was kind of pouring in one side and then kind of coming out the other in a thin stream.
You're so feeling and articulate, aren't you?
I am that stream!
That's beautiful, Bern.
That's a metaphor, Frank.
Can't you see? Doesn't this prove to everyone that he has empathy and compassion for his fellow man?
I'll drag him out of the bus! I'll pick him down! I'll kick him again and again!
Would it feel right to cut that there? Could we just cut it before that? Because I don't think that'd do his case any good. Is that right? Good day. We're getting pretty nervous now. In the Crown Court of all places. Bern's all togged up with his posh stuff, aren't you, Bern? Looking at dog's bollocks. I think he's dead nervous as well, though, now. I think he just wants to hear those words, you know, when the clerk says, the court will now hear the case of Bern and Frederick.
I swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
It was me, I was just saying what would happen, wouldn't I, for the document. But we're really lucky, aren't we, Bern? Because at the last minute, in our favour, a surprise witness has come forward.
Who?
It's me, innit? Hey? I forgot that I was there all along and I saw what happened.
What were you doing there? I told you to stay at home. You could have got hurt, Frank. I was waving that gun around like a lunatic.
Can we cut that? Cut it. Bern, we're going to have to go through the whole thing again. What you've got to remember is that I'm making it all up. For you, my brother, I'm committing purgatory.
Purgatory.
Right? Shall we go through the court scene again?
Okay.
Now, I will be the barrister on behalf of the persecution, all right?
Shall I stand on my chair, Frank?
Good idea, yeah. You ready? Bernard Frederick Turner, could you tell the court where you were on the evening of the 31st of August 2002
I was in the pub, Frank, in the pub. I was in the pub with my brother Frank. With my Uncle Michael. With my Uncle Michael.
Yes. And could you also tell them, Paul, are you or are you not the owner of a 1988 British Army issue AK-47 rifle?
No, I'm not.
You are aware you're under oath?
It is 92 issue.
So you admit that you are the owner of a 92 issue AK-47 rifle?
Not anymore.
Eh?
I threw it in the river.
Bern! When will you learn? Can you not see how admitting to ownership of the murder weapon may in some way implicate you in the crime?
I just don't get it, Frank.
Oh, Bern, you're going down.
Going down? Down where?
Down to prison.
What do you want to go down there for?
You're going in the prison.
What, again?
Yes.
What do you want to go in there for?
Because you've committed a hideous crime.
What, again?
Yes.
Will I get to do me music?
Well, yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Do me needlework?
Yeah.
Me poetry and whatnot?
Of course you will.
Oh, Frank.
Oh, Bern. You're hopeless, since you're hopeless, eh? You're my brother.